We got T. Good to see you, Josh. Sandy's been here for all three. We got Puerto Rico in the house. Welcome. Thailand. Super nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. Coffee and an Olipop. Man, I love probiotic drinks, man. I'm with you. Prebiotics, probiotics, robotics, AI robots. Elon Musk said by 2040, there's going to be 1 billion robots roaming the earth. So that's an exciting future we have to look forward to. Diana's got the second cup of coffee of the day. Where are you at, Diana? What part of the world? I would love to be on the second cup. It's only 10 a.m. here, though. So maybe you're like, it's 6 a.m. And in that case, even more respect because you're up and grinding. Jeffrey on the Think Media team is here. Can you show some love to the Think Media team? Listen, you know, we've got incredible people that are in the chat, in the comments. Maybe you're talking to them in the circle group. And our entire team is so grateful that you're a part of this challenge. It matters so deeply to us that you would just even take some time. Like, we're humbled and grateful for that. And I'm so grateful to work with the Think Media team and on a mission to help you win on YouTube. We got coffee. I've lost count of how many I've had today. Charlie, how you doing? Is that Keurig cups? Is that just a pot? That's just the ever-flowing pot of coffee? Let me know. We got the showing love for the Think Media team. Living fierce. You're motivated. I'm motivated. I'm fired up. We got 3 for 3 with Travis. Thanks for being here, Travis. Is it Zoa energy drink? Tacoma, Washington. What a stack. First of all, we got the Rocks energy drink. You can't go wrong. Tacoma, Washington. Haven't been there much, but my first concert, since you asked, Travis, of my life was with my sister and my mom. Nosebleed seats, the Tacoma Dome, New Kids on the Block. That is a fact. That was my first conference. And step by step, ooh, baby, gonna get to you, girl. Okay. Sean, knock it off and get to the content. All right, I hear you. I hear you. But if anybody knows New Kids on the Block, then you know you're a real one, and I got nothing but love for you. We're diving straight into the quick tip right now. Of course, we're going to welcome back the incontrovertible Melissa in a second. And we also are doing a major giveaway today, a whole YouTube studio, Sony ZV-E10. But we got to get straight to our quick tip. I'm going to set the singing aside and get into the YouTube tips. Stay in your lane, Sean. Okay, I will. Quick tip number 3. Make sure to catch these every day because before we get into the main session, we'll get into this. So these are some hook tips. So how do you engage the viewer from the get-go and create a gripping video opening? One of the biggest mistakes that people make is they waste time at the beginning of their video. In today's world, you gotta get to the chase. You gotta get right into it. You gotta just jump right in. And so we call this the hook because even after someone has clicked on your video, remember we talked about catchy titles. You wrote a good title, there's a good thumbnail, they clicked on it. Now your next job is not just to assume they're going to watch the whole video, right? But to actually grab their attention right up front. So here's just 3 quick ways to improve your hooks. And number 1 is to ask a question. You know, we talked about the strategy of ASQ. And so if you had a video, and we use the analogy of a fishing channel, a bass fishing channel. So if I was doing a video on the 5 best lures for some type of specific fishing, you know, you might open the video saying, so what are the best lures for catching bass fish in the ocean? I'm so nervous because there's a fisherman here that's like, bro, that's wrong. Okay, I'm not saying I know anything, but let's assume you had a different niche. You might be like, what are the best yoga modifications if you have hip pain or knee pain? So you're really calling out. So the goal of the question is to remind the viewer that they're in the right place. So for me, a lot of times I'll say, like, do you want to start or grow your YouTube channel this year? Or are you trying to figure out your camera? It's kind of confusing. And so you're asking a question to pull the viewer in and also to remind them they're in the right place. Number 2, you want to create curiosity. Create curiosity because now they know they're in the right place. Why would they want to watch until the end? You know, over the years, I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've also found some insights of how to, you know, catch more fish on my trips. And I actually want to share those with you in your videos. I got 3 tips for you, but the third one is really interesting. It was something my grandfather passed down to me. And so I'm curious, what's the third tip? What was the fishing secret that your grandfather passed down to you? So any way you can kind of create curiosity. And another note you could write down is you want to give people a reason to watch until the end. Now, you don't necessarily need to say like, and make sure to watch until the end, but you want to do that. Like, so you think, and I'm going to be sharing these 3 tips for fishing with you. And also I'm going to be talking about a really cool trick that helped me save money on purchasing bait and have it last longer. And I caught a zillion fish because of it. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to be doing this extra cool thing as well. So stick around, smash like, let's jump into it. So create curiosity, number 2. And then lastly, number 3, show and tell. Show and tell. So you can tell people what's coming up. Hey, are you in the right place? Do you want to learn how to set up your channel for success? There's a few mistakes people make when setting up their channel. So stick around. And show and tell could be a couple things. You're not just talking, because this would be a talking head video. You also show what's coming up in the video. Now, this would mean that there would need to probably be some video editing. And you start, while you're talking, you could overlay other clips revealing what's coming up. You might see cooking channels where the end result is you want this delicious lasagna, vegan, vegetarian, and is that even okay? And with the nice brown crisp cheese on the top. Is that possible to even do? Can you? I guess there's like vegan cheese. Way too distracted. Listen. So you're showing, and you show the completed product, and then you bring it all the way back. Let's start with the ingredients. So you're kind of like showing people the journey they're going to reach eventually, or you're teasing clips of what's coming up. But even if you don't do video editing, you might be able to say, like, you're doing art, and you're like, here's. I'm going to break down how I did this painting or this drawing, and I want to talk about the different colors that I used. So this is kind of random. I wasn't actually planning for this, but I'm going to be talking about my favorite pens and how I was able to blend and get this result. So let's dive right into it. And then you maybe pull out a clean piece of paper. So if there's any way to show, have props, have visuals, all these things can enhance the beginning of your video, so that there's the viewers like, oh, cool. Like I clicked on it, but now there's like reasons to stay and reasons to watch until the end. So those are 3 quick tips for improving your hooks. Ask a question, create curiosity, and show and tell. And so that was our quick tip of the day, but we got giveaways. We got stuff to do. I'm excited to welcome the hero of the 1K challenge, the most generous. We call her the giveaway queen because she holds all of the giveaways. And Melissa, day 3, how you feeling about the challenge? What have you been liking most?
Oh, I am feeling great about the challenge, Sean. Great tip. Again, this is something that I, as a marketer, I'm excited to see your guys' hooks that you're going to be putting in, just a sneak peek to today's daily challenge, and to give some feedback on how to apply Sean's tips that he just taught, even just within this quick tip. We haven't even gotten into our main content for today. And my favorite thing is things like this. Devin saying 160 subs in this week. Congratulations, Devin. I love seeing your guys' results from the challenge, and what you've been learning so far, and the wins that you guys are already having is just incredible to see. And I also love seeing the relationships that are being developed in this community. I see you guys talking about having similar niches and following each other and getting connected. And so I just think that that's so cool to see that develop as well. So with that, I know that Sean mentioned I get to be the one to give you guys a bunch of really fun, cool stuff. That is also another one of my favorite parts of this challenge. And so today, a lot of you guys might be here because you know that we're giving away a Sony camera today. So let me tell you how you can enter to win that Sony camera, and then get into a few other announcements for today. So first and foremost, if you want to, this is actually different. Let me just be really clear. We have a whole studio that we're giving away, a whole YouTube studio that we're giving away when you are collecting points and entering codes at winthistech.com. That is separate. We're giving away another camera. We give away so much stuff during these challenges. So we're going to be giving away another Sony ZV-E10 camera to one person who can answer a question in the chat for me. But let me show you this camera really quick, because maybe you're not like a huge camera person. Maybe you don't even know what that is. Let me show you. This is what this looks like. It is one of our favorite cameras for creators because it has this cool flip out screen. You can see yourself while you're filming. A super underrated feature. If you haven't filmed a lot of videos, trust me, you're going to want a feature like this. It comes with a really great lens that'll get you started shooting a bunch of different kinds of videos. And so this is, again, about $1,000 camera that we are sending to one person today. And all you need to do in order to enter to win this beauty right here is let us know in the chat, what has been your biggest win from the challenge so far? What has been your biggest win? What's been your biggest takeaway? What's an improvement you've made already on your challenge? Or again, like Devin shared with us earlier, he's already gotten more subs. So let us know, what is your biggest win so far? And as you let us know that in the chat, I will randomly select one person to win this camera today. And so that's all you need to do. We are going to give you, once again, plenty of time to enter to win. We're going to announce the winner of this after Sean's session today. So stay all the way to the very end of the session so that we can announce that winner at the very end. We'll give you guys time to enter. Here's a couple rules. Just a few things I learned from yesterday's giveaway. Only enter once. It's not going to increase your chances to put your entry in a bunch of different times. Your name, when you make your comment, your name will be entered, and that's all you need to do. Just one comment. I love if you have multiple wins, that's fine, but really you only need to post that comment once. You don't need to be doing it throughout the whole stream. That'll keep our comment section a little bit cleaner. You guys can really focus on this session. So just get your one comment in, your one entry in, and you'll be good to go and free to just, again, focus on the content for today. If we are seeing people spamming a bunch, we'll have to put you on timeout and all that fun stuff. Don't just make it simple for us so we don't have to do that and feel like parents over there in the chat. That'll be the way that it goes for today. Love your guys' enthusiasm. This is obviously a really fun giveaway, so we'll give you guys plenty of time to do that. Now, a couple other, again, quick announcements. We do have this giveaway going on over at winthistech.com. So this is closing out, I think, on Saturday. So you only have a couple more days to get some entries into this. So make sure that you're heading over there now, getting all your entries in. Maybe it's even Friday. So make sure you're doing that now so that you don't miss out on getting your entries in so that we can announce the winner of this next Monday on our big end of challenge party. And so make sure you're getting all of your different entries that might be on the screen. Get all your different entries right now for winthisTech.com. And another big deadline that I want to make sure everybody's aware of now is, I know there's a lot of people, you might be watching this on the replay right now, a lot of people who have to catch the replay. So these challenge sessions are not available forever. We only are able to leave these up for a short time. And so the deadline for watching this replay is, I'm trying to find, I just had it. Here we go. January 29th at basically midnight that night. So that's your deadline. I just make sure you watch it before January 29th, basically, so that you're safe. Watch it, catch up this week, catch up over the weekend, so that you don't miss out on the replays if that is something that you need because of your schedule or whatever. So make sure you're checking out those replays, because these challenge sessions, again, will not be available indefinitely. They will be taken down and out of the circle group and all those things. So those are two deadlines I wanted to make sure you guys knew about. As always, if you are not part of our text community, you can text the word challenge to the number that's on the screen right now. Make sure that you're getting notifications for all the fun, amazing things that are happening throughout this challenge. And make sure that you are searching your email. I'm going to leave this on for one more second, but make sure you're searching your email for the words Think Media. Make sure you're getting our emails, check your spam, your junk. We're going to be sending a lot of free resources your way. I've actually have a download I'm putting together right now based on some stuff we're talking about in a VIP session that I was going to send out to you guys. So we've got stuff coming to you, valuable things in your email. So make sure that, again, you're searching Think Media and then finding that email, marking it as a safe sender, replying to it, all those things, so that we can make sure that we are able to send you all the fun stuff. All right, I think that's it for me today. Remember, you guys have through the end of this challenge, or the end of this session today, we're going to announce the the giveaway winner. Only enter your comment once, but let us know what is your biggest win from the challenge so far. And I'm going to turn things back over to Sean.
Right. Oh, okay. What are we doing here? I'm actually just posting on my Instagram right now that my first concert was New Kids on the Block at the Tacoma Dome in Washington with my mom and stepsisters. So let me just
this is very important.
This was pretty important to get that out there. I'm curious, what was your first concert? That's the question of the day. Sean, get to the content. I'm just distracted. Look at these. By the way, these guys are in their 50s now, crushing.
They're looking
best
great.
Decade. All right, Melissa, thank you so much. Give it up for Melissa. And hey, man, stay focused. People are saying, yo, we're about to get into some killer content. So thanks for your love and your patience. Paula Abdul and Jazzy, people are like lit. Like, look at this show. They're like, wait a minute, Paula Abdul, Jazzy Jeff, all in one concert. We got Selena Gomez, Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift Eras Tour. What a that's your first concert? Geez, starting strong there. So Backstreet. Okay, I did Backstreet at the talent show. We're just going to stay. My friends put me up to it. Bye, bye, bye. All right, friends, here we go. We're on the 5-day challenge. We are staying focused. And this is going to be a power pack session because we are talking about the VRA method, one strategy that is currently generating over 203,768 views per day. And I want to encourage you as we dive in, grab your journal, shut down distractions, grab your pencil pouch, because we're going to be going pretty fast. And I'm going to give you an overview of our entire VRA system, but we just heads up, you know, lock in, get some coffee, get a fresh something to drink, because there's going to be, to get through it in just a brief time that we have together during this session, we got to lock and load. And so, where does this number come from? So right now, how are we getting those views every single day? Well, if you look at your real-time views inside of your YouTube channel, in the last 48 hours, Think Media has got 407,000 views. And the way YouTube measures it, that's a 2-day time period. So I cut that number in half, and this reveals to you that every day on Think Media, we're getting over 200,000 views. Now, what we've been learning about is ranked videos during the challenge, right? Type rank in the chat. R-A-N-K, rank. The power of a ranked video is that all these views that come in daily are mostly from videos that we posted a month ago, a year ago, or multiple years ago. So without posting new content, I can predictably count on continuing to get views, and especially with what we're going to be talking about Friday and what we go really deep in our online course, is then when you have predictable views connected to monetization strategies, you have real passive income and things get really interesting. Yes, mostly from past videos. I see it. Rank. I see a Amber buffering. I see a Nourish, rank. Yeah, so we want to rank videos. And so these are some of our Video Ranking Academy students. You got to meet Christina yesterday. So doing the same method we're going to be talking about in this session, she's getting 54,000 views a month that she talked about even when she's on break, hanging out with her kids, on vacation, she's still getting views. This is one of our students, Pace Morby, almost 1 million views a month, but also because he's built up a library of videos. This is Becky Park on Poshmark. She's got a reselling channel, 91,000 views a month, talking about these strategies that we're going to discuss here. So in this training, you're going to learn how to consistently get views and earn money using the VRA system. You're going to learn an impactful revelation that transformed the course of my life and my family. You're going to learn 3 reasons people fail to get views and how to fix them, and the exact math of the creator economy business that reveals how to earn big money with a small audience. So that's going to be so powerful towards the end of this session. We're going to actually be going through, like, let's look at like budgeting out what it would take to go full time, to be able to go quit your job, you know, have a life on your own terms and actually earn money using this business model. We're going to go through the exact math. And then also, I know a lot of people have been asking questions. Yesterday, we gave away a membership to our program, Video Ranking Academy. Towards the end of the session, I'm going to be giving you some details about a limited offer that we have on our YouTube course and group coaching bundle. It's not just VRA. So we actually have some really cool stuff we put together. So I'll tell you a little bit more about this towards the end. But let's start with this question. What's the difference between those who struggle and those who thrive with online video? What's the difference? It's a great question because a lot of us all are here. We want to get 1,000 subscribers. We want to get our next 1,000 subscribers. We all have similar goals, and goal setting is imperative. We talked about that on session number 1. No goals, no growth. We want to set goals, but really what's the difference between those who struggle and those who thrive? Well, as I started thinking about this, I realized when it comes to solving any problem, there's always multiple approaches. There could be 10 approaches, 100, there might be 1,000 approaches. Like there's so many different ways you could approach a problem, and some are good, some are bad, and some are terrible. And here's what I mean. Like, for example, if your problem is simply, how do I get this screw into this 2x4? There's 1,000 different tools you could use. The wrench would not be a very good one. You could try, but you'd be using it kind of like a hammer maybe, and it's sort of chipping the wood and doesn't really get in there. And then if you actually had a screw gun or a screwdriver, that would be a better tool. And so I actually looked up like different ways to solve problems. I thought we'd go through this together just to kind of illustrate this point. And you let me know, good or bad, in the chat. Like, let me know here live. Do you think this is a good way to solve the problem or a bad way to solve the problem? This is the clothes hanger muffler fix. Do you think this is a good idea or a bad idea? To me, kind of innovative. If the exhaust gets hot, maybe a fire hazard, maybe, but I mean, hey, at least you're going to get home without dragging your exhaust on the ground. And a lot of people are saying bad. Okay, how about this one? The duct tape drink holder. Good or bad? Creative? Specific question. Ladies, you're dating a guy. He picks you up. You hop in the car. You see this. Red flag or green flag? I mean, which one is it? Man, this guy, he might be broke now, but at least he's a problem solver. You let me know. Let me know if that's a good or bad one. How about the duct tape hammock? Would you trust your weight on that? Does that look relaxing or terrifying? How about the wife beater baby carrier? As a dad of a 3-year-old and 1-year-old right now, we have these different, strollers and baby carriers and things. The other day I looked at this thing, the receipt of like the front pack thing my wife got. I was like, this was like $300. What is it? I have plenty of tank tops in my closet, Sonia. Why would I need, what are you thinking? Like, this is a great idea. Like, this just solves the whole problem. How about this one? This is a fan leaf blower. I think this is brilliant. And here's why. You're using one thing for multiple tools. First, now your driveway is clear of leaves and debris. Second, go inside, cool off with the fan. Boom, boom. It's like the 1-2 punch. You're like, how can I use one thing in multiple ways? I think this is pretty innovative. That's pretty creative. All right, 2 more. So this is the $2 spoiler. Speaking of Fast and the Furious, this gets me fired up. Like, I don't know if that car, you want to race for slips? Like, I'll meet you at the light. And ladies, let me pass it back to you again. Like, so you meet the guy on Christian Mingle or Hinge or Tinder, and you guys meet up. You see he's got the duct tape drink holder. You also see he's got the $2 spoiler. Red flag, green flag. Are you like, okay? Again, he may not have much money now, but at least he's got a dream. Or do you go, all right, you know what? Just kidding. You look outside, you peep through your blinds. You're like, that spoiler is a red flag. I'm going to pretend I'm not home. Kind of mean, but I'm just going to cut my losses. So Jen says red flag. Okay, I feel you. I will Uber and meet him there. Says not your journey to take. Okay. Final one. So this is the flat screen TV installation. Now, Gen Z in the room, you don't know what we're even struggling with here. But if you're like an elder millennial like me, then you remember back when TVs weighed 7,000 pounds. Like, I had this Sony Wega that was not even that large. And I would take it over to like my friend's house and we would hook all of our Xboxes together. Like, before you could do that on the internet, play Halo. And I almost broke my back. I still have back pain today because of trying to get that TV from my house to my car to the house. But this one, when it was a big screen, it was insane. So if I was to go over to someone's house and be like, see this, I'd be like, man, that is crispy. What an install. That is amazing. Now, maybe your kids have to suffer a little bit because their room, on the other side, until you see behind the scenes. What's kind of funny is this like an analogy of like having a business. Oh, it looks nice on the front side. and then we see your Dropbox and your Slack, and then we see, it's like you put the video out on YouTube, it looks great. And then we see your file organization on your computer. So there's the front side perception, there's the kitchen in the restaurant. It's nice in the restaurant. It's hell in the kitchen. It's a little bit crazy. So anyways, what's the point? Like I share all this because it's kind of funny, but I also share all this to really prove a point. There's multiple approaches to try to reach a goal. And I stumbled upon a better way to get consistent results with video and ultimately in business and life. And I think that this one point is really going to just serve you beyond even the challenge. But I actually found this from a book called Atomic Habits. Now, it's a legendary book, science-backed, James Clear, incredible author. And so here's the big takeaway, and you can write this down. Those who struggle focus on goals, but those who win focus on systems. This changed my life. So here's what it is. So your goal is your desired outcome, and your goals are good, but your system is the collection of daily habits that'll get you there. See, 99% of people are not reaching their goals. Why? Because they don't have a system. All they have is a goal, but the missing piece is a system. They don't got the routines. They don't got the habits. See, those who struggle focus on goals. Those who win who focus on systems. And here's why. You know that winners and losers have the same goals? Like everybody on YouTube wants a silver play button. It's the same goal, but not everyone's getting there, but not everybody has the same system. The other thing is that goals are just a momentary change. See, I don't want to actually just reach 1,000 subscribers and then be like, well, I reached my goal. Like, what do I do now? So when you just set goals, it leads to the yo-yo effect. It's like having a diet. Like I finally ran the race and then you stopped working out. I finally hit my target weight, but then I back because I didn't actually install a new system in my life. I reached a goal and it is actually at odds with long-term progress. So if you really want to have not just success, but consistent success on YouTube, you need better systems. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. That's the better way. And really the secret is the system. For me, systems changed my life. I was telling you my story on session number 1 about how in 2009, my wife almost died and we're in the hospital for 6 days and, darkest season of our life. And I realized that some stuff had to change, especially financially. Medical bills are piling up. I was only a quarter time at the church I was working at, but the church fell apart because some senior leaders had a moral failure. That was falling apart. We're losing our homes because of the Big Short. So I'm in the hospital room with my wife for 6 days. And I'm thinking about, man, like, how do we get out of this? How do I fight for my family? How do I support my family? And I start seeing, okay, YouTube is an opportunity, but then I have another problem. I don't got a system for YouTube. And not only that, I'm also lacking a system for a lot of areas of my life. If you remember this video, we played it on day 1.
All right, so this is, I guess, the first Sean Thinks vlog. And
we learned that, like, it's good to get started, but imagine if I stayed there. Like, again, you wouldn't be watching this if I hadn't continued to learn and continued to level up and continue to learn new skills. And of course, that had to do with YouTube. But I remember that even in this era of my life, I had a lot of problems. One was like debt, for example, and how systems changed my life. I don't know if you've ever heard of somebody like Dave Ramsey. We actually have him as a guest speaker at our event this year. But years ago, my wife and I did Financial Peace University. What is that? It's actually a system. Have you ever heard of the baby steps? So there's 7 steps for getting out of debt and then building up your savings and then building up your retirement. And he's created a system. And why have more people been transformed by Dave's program than really probably anybody else's program? It's because other people have some random information, but Dave created a system. See, random videos, random information here and there and everywhere. You can learn a little bit, but it never is organized in a predictable system that creates results. I remember back at this same time, I didn't just invest in Financial Peace University. I remember I invested in this program called Wake Up Productive, I think is what it was called, from Eben Pagan. So I bought an online course because this Sean had a lot of problems, not just YouTube problems, but I needed to be more disciplined. I needed to be more focused. I needed to have more consistent daily results to stay productive every day, to get my to-do list done. And so I discovered somebody who had a system for starting your day right. Fast forward over a decade now, and I've been every single time, this is what I learned, and this is a huge takeaway. I learned that, well, if somebody has already figured out the system, I just need to figure out who that is. Oh, Dave's got a system? Great. Let me just get his system. I'm not going to try to figure it out. And then I need to learn everything they know. And so if somebody's already created a system for parenting, or a system for being more productive in your day, or a system for compounding and reaching retirement with the amount of money, right? So the secret is the system. So I began to ask, well, what if there was a system for YouTube success? And I was finding all these other systems as I'm investing in myself, learning, and I found that that was such a transformation. Like, the best investment you can make is in yourself. And I started to study digital marketing, but I noticed there was no system for YouTube at that time. So it was something that I set out on a life's journey to create one first that would work for myself. And then that's what we get to now share with you in this challenge. And that's what is the core foundation of our entire course. And I'm actually going to give you, that's why I said we're going to go fast once we get into this. I'm going to give you an overview of our 7-step system. We call it the 7 R's. And this is the exact system that our students have used to not just create success on YouTube, but consistent success on YouTube. See, one of the biggest things I see is people have like 15 minutes of fame, meaning of YouTube fame, meaning they like go viral once, but they can't reproduce it. One short breaks out and they're like, I got 100,000 views on my short, but then they can't produce it again. They can't reproduce the results because, again, you just had a goal. I'm going to start posting videos randomly. I'm going to try to learn some information and do it. But it's the yo-yo effect. So how have our students had radically different results than anybody else's program? The secret is the system. So let's talk about it. We're going to go through this super fast. And I've warned you multiple times. This is going to be pretty fast. And this is obvious. This is why we have about 50 hours of content inside of the main Video Rake Academy area. So if you're like, Sean, you're going too fast, obviously, like I'm going to try to share this in about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to share 3 big secrets that we can apply today just to get going with this system. But here's what it is. So here's the 7 R's. Step number 1, reverse engineer. What you're doing here is before you press record, before you make your video, before you even do research, you want to get clear on starting with the end in mind. This applies at a channel level and on a specific video level. Who is your channel for? What problem does your channel solve? How is this video going to make money? How is my channel going to make money? What's the big vision of my channel? What's the mission of my channel? What's my plan? How long will my channel last? Is there longevity here? It's the best way to start is to start with the end in mind and then work backwards. Step number 2 is then research. And so now you could do this again at a channel level. This system applies to positioning your entire channel. But I also use this system, and our students use this system for every individual video. Okay, reverse engineer. What am I trying to achieve next? I want to build my email list. I want to make money with ad revenue. I want to get people into my coaching or consulting. So being clear on the mission. I want to create a video that's about community and just updating people and getting feedback in the comments. It's not monetized. It's actually just a community video. And I don't care if that video goes viral. I want my core audience to click on it and respond in the comments. What is the purpose of this one video? Then we start researching. Okay, what would be the good title for it? What would be a good description for it? What would be a good thumbnail? And this is where we're going to now gather our research into an outline so that we can record more intelligently. Step number 3. So now we want to be brief, be bright, be fun, and be done, right? We hit record. We have checklists for all of that kind of stuff. But now we're going to record more intelligently. And notice, again, 2 whole steps have happened before what most people do, which is just kind of hit record without a plan. That was my mistake on my first video. Remember, I was like, I don't even really have a plan. And so I realized, okay, I actually need a consistent system to go through these steps. And so then you can record your video. Once it's done, we're going to edit it and upload it on YouTube so we can release it the right way. So now I need to put a title there, description, tags, end card, any other clickable cards if you want, time codes and chapters. We could do a pinned comment. How can we just optimize the video the right way? You know, even today, this morning, I got up and actually repackaged a video, and I changed the thumbnail and I changed the title, and I pivoted it, because packaging your videos the right way are so important. So you can start seeing that, like, oh, I don't want to miss a step. Like, maybe the reason I'm stuck on YouTube is because there's a piece missing, a piece of the steps. And so this is a reminder every time we post a video. Now, step number 5 is called Rocket and Rank. And the reason, number 1, let's start with rank. Step number 5 is, once you release the video, if you've done the first 4 steps right, the video will take on a life of its own and you don't need to do anything else. Meaning this, Sean, what's the best way to promote a video on YouTube? YouTube itself. If the video has a good click-through rate and people are satisfied by it, the good view duration, videos can just take off on YouTube, and we're going to explain a little bit deeper in a few minutes, on their own. And they just take on a life of their own. They start getting views. And if you've been doing YouTube for a while, you maybe have a video in your library like that. You're like, man, it's a ranked video. It's now getting views every day, even though I posted it months ago. But the other thing you could do, especially when you're starting, is put a little jet fuel behind it. So if you have an email list, you send out an email to your list, like, hey, I have a new video up, go check it out. Using social media, you could post on Twitter X and say, like, hey, you know, the new video is out. And write this down. We call it guerrilla, or we call it hand-to-hand social media marketing, one-to-one social media marketing. Like, when you're just starting, you got to be going after 1 view at a time. Everyone's trying to get 1 million views. You just want to get in front of the right people. Like, if one person, because you share it on Twitter, if a couple people, because you share it on your Instagram stories, you're building a channel up from scratch. There's going to be some energy. So now we don't just do all the steps, but we also do want to promote our video, let the world know. And there's tons of strategies we could share related to that as well. And then review. What gets measured gets improved. You know, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Now, when you're just starting, post 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 videos without being too over concerned with the data and the numbers, because you're just kind of getting momentum going. But if you have a couple hundred videos and like it's just still flat, then something's wrong. The definition of insanity is you're just doing the same thing over and over, but expecting different results. And that's why what gets measured gets improved. Looking at the data, looking at the analytics, looking at the audience retention curve, we need to become students and masters of YouTube analytics and understanding how YouTube works. And as we begin to understand that, then we can make our next video better and improve the next video based on data. And then finally, repeat was the 7th R. And now in 2024, there's really an 8th R, which is repurpose. And so repeat is now, how can we do this whole process again more intelligently? And I use this system on every single video. I think about it, I research it, I get the title locked to record the video intelligently, then I release it right, then promote it. I shared a video today on the community tab to get a little more juice behind it. Like, so I'm living this daily and then looking at the analytics, looking what I can learn. And then next time, how can I make it better, or how can I pivot it, or what do people in the comments say? But also repurpose, because we're living in a world where you might be able to chop out some shorts, YouTube shorts, from your longer form video. You might take your YouTube content and repurpose it on other social media platforms. And so we could talk for hours about that as well, but this just gives you an overview of the system at a high level. And so here's the big idea. Following a reliable system is the key to consistent success on YouTube. Bottom line. Following a reliable system is the key to consistent success on YouTube. And we're going to talk about 3 tips, 3 secrets related to really kind of the first R. We can't get into all of them, but we're going to talk about the first R, reverse engineer. So here's secret number 1. Channels that grow fast know their who and they know their what. So type in the chat, who's your channel for and what problem does it solve? Now, by the way, just knowing this doesn't mean that your answers to those questions are good. So not knowing it at all is like a recipe for failure for sure. Not having a good answer is going to be a challenge. So the more specific we can get on this, the better. in terms of, oh, that's a good topic. That's a good niche. That is a clear, what you'd call value proposition. For example, we've got Sparrow Simple here, homesteaders, how to start, how to succeed. Pretty clear. People who are aspiring to do homesteading, they want to know how to start and how to succeed at homesteading. And so I like that one. That's super strong. Let me see, spiritual seekers. I would say, and obviously you're not like really typing out all the answers here, but I would challenge, if you only have like a 2-word answer like that, your goal would be to have fierce clarity in this area. Spiritual seekers, is there specific? Is there a specific religious, specific angle, specific, what are their biggest problems? Why would they find your content? So there can be layers of depth that we go into on this first R and this first tip, which YouTube channels that grow fast know their who and their what. Here's some of our students in regards to this first R in reverse engineering and getting their channel positioning right, getting their channel niche right. So this is Ben from Keto Camp. He is helping people learn keto and intermittent fasting, and he's doing weekly tools and tips. I mean, he's got 206,000 subscribers following VRA. And he recently, I think we just had him on our podcast, just talking about how our program changed his life. It helped him get his channel branding, his clarity really strong. And he knows that, yes, keto, but also people that want to kind of not just do health, but also it's really alternative health. It's definitely kind of opposite of how like the government would tell you to eat and live and so on and so forth. So he's kind of a health renegade in a way, figuring out his branding. And that's the kind of people he attracts. Who's this channel for? People that want to do keto, intermittent fasting, more energy, biohacking. And what problem does he solve? Answering those questions through his video podcast, through all of the above. This is Tanya Eliza. She is helping, her background's network marketing. So she would say under the who, women, mostly, people with a background in MLM network marketing, now that want to learn social media. So one of the reasons why she succeeded, and yes, she got 100,000 subscribers, but also under the reverse engineer one of the most important things you could do is figure out your money plan. And we're going to talk about more about this Friday. But you see, Tanya, most people that have 114,000 subscribers maybe make 6 figures a year. She makes multiple millions of dollars a year. Why? Because she reverse engineers different. She's not just relying on ad revenue. She's thinking about the bigger. So how deep you go in the reverse engineer strategy is, man, what business model am I going to have? What are my strategies? What am I going to be doing on and off YouTube? But she knows her who and her what. Again, women that want to learn marketing, specifically with like a network marketing background. And then she solves social media could be confusing. Marketing could be confusing. This is dad verb. Who's this who? Can you guess? Dads, right? So it's powerful. You want your channel branding, your channel name too. The greater clarity, you want your channel to make sense and call to the ideal audience. Huge mistake people make all the time on YouTube when they're starting out is they think their content is for everybody. And if you try and reach everybody, you'll end up reaching nobody. So sometimes we're afraid of kind of niching down. Like if you exclude women, like, sorry, like it's for dads. Now, by the way, women can watch it. Anybody can watch it, but like calling out that this is going to be information for fathers, for dads. And the problems is dad's got a lot. I know I got a lot of problems. I got a lot of questions. And that's one of the reasons why I love Andrew's channel. And you can see 166,000 subscribers. Of course, it's all the other steps, but it's like getting a solid foundation first is so people with eyes. Pretty powerful, but I mean, more specifically, right? Contact lenses, stuff that could be happening, like danger to your eyes. He's got almost 1 million subscribers. It's kind of there. We've been now seeing multiple of our students get that gold play button. He's going to get that gold play button this year. 1 million subscribers doing what? Working the system. In fact, look at this video and we talk about ranked videos. Got 4.1 million views, but this video is 4 years old. And it still gets 86 views an hour. So by following a system and ranking videos, how did Dr. iHealth and these different channels grow so quickly and make such an impact? Well, they started first by reverse engineering, knowing their who and their what. And one of the favorite quotes that I've seen out there is actually from an ancient military strategy book called The Art of War. And Sun Tzu said this. He said, "Every battle is won before it is fought." I think this is worth writing down. Could it be that your success on YouTube in 2024, could it be that not just hitting 1,000 subscribers, but creating financial freedom, setting up your dream life, making the impact with your message and getting it out around the world? Could it be that you achieving those results actually happen before you post your first video? I don't mean that they happen like some, you just manifested it or something. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is, the reason I love this quote is it makes sense. You don't just run into battle guns blazing. That's a way to get slaughtered. You need a plan. You need a strategy. Why did Sun Tzu say this? He said, okay, as I'm looking at the terrain that's ahead, what's the weather like? What is the actual terrain like? Where could we get an elevated advantage? Where might we be vulnerable? How many forces do we have compared to the enemy's forces? What are some different things we have to advance? What's our weaponry versus the enemy's weaponry? What are some different approaches that we could take? You probably are feeling like 0% of people think that deeply when it comes to reverse engineer. And I think that's why a lot of people stay stuck. They don't really get super clear on their who and their what. They don't get clear on even the market dynamics. They don't look ahead, do market research. And so when our students start having successful after going through this, and we have this program called Niche Finder, which is really like a deep branding and marketing course that helps you actually create a plan to win really before you even press record. Now, it's always good to get going, post horrible videos like I did at the beginning. You can learn, like as you're posting videos, because that's a whole other side of this YouTube thing, is getting on camera and getting over the awkward phase. But what does this reveal? We need another level of strategy. We need a higher level of being intentional and starting with the end in mind. So here's 3 reasons people fail on YouTube. Number 1, they just post random content. That's the opposite of what we're talking about. Like, I didn't reverse engineer anything. I just whatever. I'm just posting videos. Felt like this one day, experimented with that one this day. It's just random. And don't be surprised if random content gets you random results or no results. The second big mistake is a weak channel topic. Like, too often when we're doing channel reviews and inside of Video Raking Academy and coaching our different students, is sometimes you'll become obsessed with the channel topic that doesn't have a very high likelihood of success. Like, with love to all backgrounds and different people in diverse places, the analogy that I think about is like, if you're going to open up a business, right? And like, I've been to Utah. I have a lot of friends in Utah. Utah's known to have a lot of Mormons. Respect to the Mormons, And I think fundamentally, they don't drink coffee or caffeine a lot of times. Great. So strategically, if you were thinking about opening up a coffee shop and you moved to a small town that was 99% fundamentalist Mormon, would that be a good place to open up a coffee shop? No, it wouldn't be a good place. It would not be a good place. And so you could say, but the coffee is so good. It's such a hipster environment. The barista's got a waxed mustache and tattoos. Like, the decor and the music is so cool. Yeah, but like, you're positioned wrong. You're in the wrong place. Now, I'm here in the Pacific Northwest, where 100% of people, probably Mormons too, if they just don't tell anybody, are drinking crazy amounts of coffee. There's espresso stands on every corner. And what's wild is, because all this traffic of people trying to commute to Boeing and Amazon and Seattle, is like, there'll be a coffee shop on the right side of the road and the left side of the road across from each other, and both do well. Why? Because there's enough traffic there. Because people don't want to cross traffic, so they turn into this one right, they turn into this one, they drink coffee on the way to work and the way when they're going home. And so thinking about, if you were going to start a business, you'd position it right. So many people like, Sean, I'm just so frustrated I can't get traction on my channel. My question is your channel topic right? Is your channel positioning right? Is your channel branding right? Have you actually found the intersection of your greatest skills and what you're passionate about, and the best channel for you to start, and market demand, what the market wants, what people are looking for, and the topics that people are looking for? So this is why people fail. is they're like trying to get their restaurant or their coffee shop to succeed in an environment that it never could have succeeded in the first place. And then number 3 is no money plan. Like people then go, Sean, this happens a lot. You know, I got 15,000 subs now. I'm actually getting a lot of views, but like I'm struggling because I'm not really sure how to monetize. I'm not really sure what's happening. And I'll go, well, what's your money plan? They're like, I don't have one. Well, how much money do you need to make a month? I remember this couple came up to me at this video marketing conference in Dallas, and they said, Sean, you know, we really want to go full time, and we actually are getting quite a bit of views, but we still are working at our jobs, and we're just kind of like, I don't know, what advice would you have to help me to help us do that? Talking to this couple, and I go, okay, well, how much money a month do you need to actually be able to quit your job and do this full time? And they go, we have no idea. And I was like, well, we got some problems then, because what target are we even shooting for? Like, not how much finances do we need? Where could those finances come from? What are the opportunities to earn money in the creator economy? What are the best money-making strategies that actually align with my channel? So again, if you're trying to force a particular financial strategy onto a channel that isn't as aligned with, certain business models work better. We're going to be learning a little bit more about how I grew Think Media, and there's tons of nuggets. And it does apply to everybody. We'll be talking about a strategy called affiliate marketing, but affiliate marketing is not the best strategy for a lot of channels. It's a really good one for some channels. So you getting educated and getting the right information so that your content is not random, so that your channel is positioned properly, and so that you actually have a money plan. So actually, notice your success is an accident when you've got those things in place. Wow, every battle is won before it's fought. And then people go 12 months later, like, man, how'd you do that? You just got lucky. And you're like, lucky? I was hanging out with Sean Cannell and the Think Media team on the YouTube challenge, and they flipped the whole script on me. I realized, man, I need to get my strategy right, my plan right. I need to reverse engineer this whole thing. By the way, we're just on the first R and we're just scratching the surface, but this is the first R would be reverse engineer. So tip number 2, people that succeed on YouTube have a system for consistently coming up with good video ideas. So there's something about reverse engineering your whole channel, but then you have the opportunity to reverse engineer each video. The overwhelming fact is that it's probably innumerable, but at any given time, even in niches that seem very specific, channel topics that are very specific, what video could you make next? There's a million videos you could make next. You could make a vlog of your day behind the scenes at work. You could make a video talking about a particular thing you use at work. You could make a comedy sketch. So if you think about like, what could you make? It's kind of endless. But I would argue that 99% of the videos you could make aren't probably going to get views or aren't going to be that great of an idea. There's lots of ideas, but what is the system for coming up with great ideas that'll consistently get views? And so sometimes we can spend a lot of energy, spin our wheels. We're posting a lot of content, but we're not getting a lot of traction. Why? We don't have a system for consistently coming up with good video ideas. So this would be the research process. Now, again, we're going to go fast at like a surface level, but these are different ways you could research. And our system goes deep into each of these, but I want to give you them so you can just take action now. Again, I'll tell you about Video Ranking Academy, whether it's right for you or not, no big deal. So you can use this, but you can see how deep this can go, right? So number 1 is audience research. This would be actually more deeply understanding the people that you want to reach. Mistake. People don't even know who they want to reach. They think they want to reach everybody. So not only have you identified who, but understanding their wants, pains, fears, what keeps them up at night. And actually, the better you understand your audience, the better videos you'll make. Then there's keyword research. We kind of touched on that when we use the YouTube search bar. There's all kinds of really cool tools that can help you do keyword research. Then there's topic research. So keywords are an exact phrase that has a particular, you can actually find out like how many people a month want to see this. Topic would be a little bit more general. Like all I'm looking for is kind of what's the big idea? I might title it differently. It's not an exact keyword, but what are the different topics, right? Then there's community questions. Actually asking questions about what video you should make next. And you might say, Sean, I don't have a community yet. Well, you can go to other people's comment sections. In fact, one of the most underrated strategies is realizing once you've identified a good audience, that audience is communicating already. They're commenting on the other people in your channel's niche. They're posting on Reddit. They're sharing in Facebook groups. They're sharing all kinds of things. And a lot of creators, even successful creators, get so busy that they stop listening deeply to their community. And so here, let me summarize. There is gold in the comment section of your competitors. And you see something, oh, wow, there's a gap in the market. There's something that they weren't really answering. There's a big pain point that mothers are going through right now. There's something that's happening that people are going through right now because you're increasing your listening skills. The creator who understands the viewer best wins. So spending time, and then eventually these become your own community. You could do polls or surveys with your social media platforms, or if you already have a community. Number 5 is trend analysis. Number 6 is industry research. What are the industry blogs, events, publications, social media accounts, feature accounts that could be feeding you information about what video to make next? And number 7 is competitor analysis. So these are just 7 layers and lenses for research that you can apply with step number 2. And here's what I've learned, that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. What does that mean? It means that when you make the right video and the student's ready and it's positioned right and it ranks, they're going to find that video on YouTube. So let me illustrate this. So we got 2 boys now, and it's crazy. John Steven on the right was actually up last night. He's teething like crazy. So we're hanging out and I'm like, I just want to sleep. It's probably why I'm so delirious today and veering off into realms of New Kids on the Block, because, hey, you know, the struggle is real. So we got these 2 kids. Now, we had kids a little bit later in life, especially a little bit with some of the health challenges and stuff. And so we had kids when we started to turn, we were 16 years married when we had our first boy and our second boy. And we were talking last night about having another one, you know what I'm saying? Sean, relax. Okay. So what are we talking about? So a couple years ago, 4 years ago, I was not a student of how do I be a dad? How do I raise kids? How do I make them not cry? What is teething? What is tummy time? But when the student is ready, the teacher appears. This is why I love about ranking videos and learning how to position your videos, because you want to have videos out there, like we talked about, answering specific questions that are perfectly positioned for all kinds. There's always new people that are beginners at the topic on your channel. There's always new people, like we always know, there's always new people that want to start YouTube. There's always new people that are like, whoops, now we have a kid. So now they got, and so all of a sudden they're like, now they're looking. And so there's always new. You go, is it crowded? How could it ever be? How could parenting ever be crowded? People keep bing bong, you know, it just keeps happening. Kids keep, it's a perpetual thing. It's how the world gets populated, you know? And so ultimately, so now I'm ready. So meet Nicole. So Nicole, one of our Video Ranking Academy students, is a kids occupational therapist. In 2016, she actually stepped out in faith from her career as a pediatric occupational therapist in an outpatient clinic because she wanted to make a bigger impact in families. And she wanted to get her message to as many people as possible. So she started the channel when, the way she describes it, she was very pregnant with her first child. So she started posting videos, but for years she didn't have breakout growth because she was feeling frustrated. She wanted to grow faster. And so she actually started to use the Video Ranking Academy system and started to understand, oh, the power of ranking videos, making videos about the right topic, structuring the videos in such a way that they rank. And she made a video on tummy time. And again, it was not a conversation that me and the homies were talking about until, you know, Netflix and chill, and boom, there's a little one. So now we got to figure out the tummy time question. And not just me, also millions of other people. So she ranks a video on tummy time for newborns. Why? Mastering research. She knows her who, she knows her what, mostly moms and maybe dads that are trying to figure things out. And with her background as kids OT, she starts sharing what she knows on YouTube. And I actually DM'd Nicole. I said, how much money did you make from your 2.7 million viewed tummy time video? Now notice, since that time, this number has actually gone up 3x. But at the time that it was only 2.7 million, she said $7,525 from one video. That's why we always say you're one video away. It might be video 10, it might be video 2022 or 22. You figure out how to rank videos, and one video that's just YouTube ad revenue. So fast forward to today, this video has earned like $20,000 just from the YouTube Partner Program, from, yes, ranking videos, but also researching, understanding your audience, making the right video, and learning that skill set. And today her videos have been viewed over like 16 million times. She built $1 million business. And that's what I mean is when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And as you can see, this student needs some help. Any parents, this photo is actually like, it's kind of cute, but it's like bringing back just trauma. I scheduled a date and I'm so thankful for a family friend that I'm taking my wife out on Valentine's Day. No kids, who I love. I love them. I love them to death, but maybe I'm a little bit on edge right now. Okay, here we go. Secret number 3, stay focused. Secret number 3. I can make big money with a small audience by ranking videos. Let me know if you're getting any value out of this, any aha moments. It's massive love to the struggle is real, and appreciate y'all. And so, okay, here we go. Secret number 3, I can make big money with a small audience by ranking videos. So we're skipping ahead here to number 5. Let's talk about Rocket and Rank. And so we touched on this. First of all is Rocket, right? And the reason we say Rocket is once you start getting familiar with your YouTube analytics, you see this blue line here, and I put a little rocket emoji there. The idea is like, okay, let's launch a video, and some videos you launch might be like SpaceX. We hoped that reached space, but it actually crashed and exploded. So some videos you launch, it's like boom, and it's flat. All right, back to the drawing board. Then you launch a video. The dream is that not only it would go up, but if it ranks, it just keeps going up forever. Years later, it's just still going up. That's the dream. And that's what YouTube analytics shows us. We got the little rocket there. Now, rank and rocket would be, okay, the video needs a little bit of help. So if you have an email list, you send the email out, share it on social media, hand to hand, one view at a time, social media, hand to hand, getting views to it, not in a spammy way or in a pushy way, but you're letting your ideal audience know about it. But also if the video ranks, and what we can see here is the real-time views. This video that I've screenshotted here is getting 3,000 views every 2 days. That is what would be a ranked video. Maybe they did a video and it's still flying weeks, months, and years later. So just so we're on the same page, a ranked video appears in top search results on YouTube, Google, or it continues being suggested by the YouTube algorithm. That'd be a ranked video. I told you earlier on about a video that earned $20,000 with only 188,000 views. Why? Because this video ranked for a specific question, and then it was also connected to the product I was talking about in an affiliate context. And again, we'll go deeper on this at Friday about even some different things like continuity and different types of affiliate programs and percentages and all that kind of stuff. But let me talk about here Jen DeVore Richter. I'll never forget when her channel was only 546 subscribers. And remember, our point here is I can make big money from a small channel. Now, I know 188,000 views is quite a bit, but probably nobody you know or watch online has actually done like $20,000 off 188,000 views, meaning this. You don't need huge millions of views to make serious money. $20,000 is a lot of money from not a lot of views, but even more, even if you only had 546 subscribers, not even 1,000 doing our 1,000 subscriber challenge. You don't need a huge channel to make big money. So I'll never forget when Jen sent us an email and she said, I just had an $11,000 week thanks to VRA. She said, I had my biggest new revenue week with over $11,000 in new business coming in because of what I learned and implemented in Video Ranking Academy. Pretty cool. And that's why one of my myths that I hate the most is this perpetuated myth that you need 1 million subscribers to make real money on YouTube. Here's the truth. You actually only need 1,000 true fans. And I told you together we're going to go through the math. So let's break this down. One thing you could write down is, again, what's your target? Could you, if you replaced your partner's income so that you could retire them or bring them home, how much a month would that be? if you could earn 5K a month online, would that be enough to maybe if you reduce your living a little bit, but to cover expenses so you could just build up completely your side hustle? One, you could define what's the actual target. Two, we could start doing the math. And here's really the creator economy formula is you only need 1,000 true fans. What does this mean? This is different than 1,000 subscribers, and I'll explain, but let's look at the math. So you got 1,000 true fans, and over 12 months' time, they give you $100. Why would they just give me money? Well, what I mean is you earn $100 per 1,000 true fans. There's 51 different ways you could do it, but like that is just averages. Follow me with the math. That's $100,000 a year. So what's a true fan? Well, a true fan would be the person. So you might have 2,500 subscribers. But some of those are more dedicated than others, right? Like there's some people you follow very casually. You check in with them every once in a while. There's other people that maybe you're a super fan. Someone mentioned they went to Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Like people go psycho and go to the merch table and they buy like every merch, that she's had. They buy all the stuff. So there's people that you might follow online too. Like if they put out their new planner or if they put out something, like you're in. So the super fan is that person that is diehard. They would buy whatever it is you want to launch. They're really into what you're doing. So you're probably going to need more subscribers. You're going to need a bigger number of subscribers to get to your 1,000 true fans. But using this framework, we can actually discover now how practical it is to make serious money in these creator economy style businesses. And let's be realistic. It's not like you just go from 0 to 1,000 true fans. So let's say you follow the Video Ranking Academy system this year. 12 months from now, you've got 3,600 subscribers. But 600 of those are people that take action on the thing that you end up, the monetization money plan that you end up doing. And like I said, again, we go super deep in our course, but we'll be talking about that on Friday. So how you're going to earn the $55, we will be covering later, but just trust me on, let's just say that's what it is. So I'm going lower than 1,000 true fans and I'm going lower than $100. I'm saying over a year from now, 600 true fans end up paying you $55 a year. And that also could be because of affiliate link clicks or whatever. Got it? That is $33,000 in a year. And the next year you get to build on top of that. And the reason I use these numbers is to show you like the practical stair step up of how to build a sustainable creator economy business. This also opens up the question to say, well, I really got to figure out how am I going to get that $55 in a way that's, of course, honoring and serving and adding more value to the viewer than I'm getting and all that kind of stuff. But now think about this. Imagine you only had 10 true fans, but you earn $10,000 each. That might sound crazy, but that's kind of what Jen DeVore is doing because she has a client, she has an agency, she has a business that does services. So if you tap into freelance or something else, so you might end up with 1,200 subscribers and someone go, there's no way you have $100,000 business. You're like, no, yeah, I do, because I just am attracting the right people. I've figured out my money plan. I've figured out what I'm going to do. There's even ways, or some of our students, I'll show you in a second, you can earn this kind of money with other people's stuff. And let's say you've got 10,000 true fans. And I'm sure you can now imagine one of your favorite YouTubers. You think about how big their influence is. And out of 10,000 true fans, you earn $100 each. That's $1 million business. So when we look at TubeFilter revealing that over 200 million people are earning 6 figures from the creator economy, I wanted you to see like the real behind the scenes of like, where's that all coming from? And here's that example I wanted to share with you. So in our private Facebook group for Video Ranking Academy, Trevor did this post and he said, I'm 2 weeks into the course and I've already done $2,000 in affiliate commissions and I'm still going through the modules. Notice he got this vidIQ badge. His entire channel had only 1,500 views. So he's making more than $1 per view. That people who focus just on, this is why focusing only on ad revenue could keep you stuck for years. But to start learning about other pathways of making money, other business models. That's what Trevor did, is he's playing an entirely different game. He is thinking entirely different than 99% of people that are trying to do this YouTube thing. So let me know what your aha moment has been so far from this session. We're talking about, those who create consistent success on YouTube follow a system of predictable growth, and they research and they reverse engineer, and then they know how to rank their videos, and you tap into the creator economy. And we'll be talking more about money later. But when you tap into the 1,000 true fans, you could start seeing, man, I don't need a giant audience to make this sustainable. And you may feel like this person, right? You've been drinking from a fire hose. We've been covering a lot, especially over the last 3 days. And so if it's cool, if I just take a second to tell you about Video Ranking Academy, because if you are curious, okay, I would love to jump into the system, or curious about the special offer, just type yes. We still have the giveaway. We'll have Melissa coming up. We're going to do a VIP Q&A a little bit later, and we'll be there for you. But just type yes if you want to hear a little bit more, because I hope you feel over the last 53 minutes, you could see there's a lot in the 7R system, and we could go deep into each of those R's. And that's really what we've done in terms of, okay, people are saying yes, Nora, yes, yes, Wendy, and Angela, yes. Okay, cool. So let's dive into this just for a second, and then we'll do the giveaway. We'll do the rest of the stuff. We'll talk about day 3 challenge. You're not going to want to miss that. But we're 3 days into the challenge, and we literally have scratched the surface of the iceberg. You might be wondering, okay, how do I set this up right? How do I build my camera confidence? How do I really master titles and thumbnails? What about video optimization? What about the money-making strategies? So I've created something to accelerate your success on YouTube. And actually, to see this special offer, which is not just our course Video Ranking Academy, but it's some really cool bonuses. And I'll tell you all the details, but you can skip straight to it if you use the link vrafam.com. Now, that was just a way for us to make the link pretty. So the Think Media team will share like the longer link that's got a bunch of weird numbers in it and stuff, just to get you to this page for this exclusive offer, which is just for you during this challenge. And let me break down exactly all the details. So Video Ranking Academy is the foundation of the whole thing. It's the premier online course for ranking your videos, growing your audience, and turning your views into income with YouTube. And it's a proven system. The secret is the system. And as you know, YouTube can be confusing. So inside of Video Ranking Academy are all of the answers and clarity that you're looking for. And our goal is to get your videos ranked on the first page or being suggested by the YouTube algorithm. And this still works today. Dr. iHealth, we talked about him a little bit earlier, going to hit 1 million subscribers. By the way, started with Video Ranking Academy, discovered Think Media, joined Video Ranking Academy at like 100 subscribers, and is on his journey to 1 million. Like if you go to vrafam.com right now, you could read so many stories. I'm obsessed with, I have a lot of peers that are other YouTube educators and whatnot. I study the whole industry. I speak at all the events. Like I've been, doing this for a long time. There is 0 programs that have anywhere close to the number of success students that we do. Period, hands down. Like fact checked. Like that is just the truth. Why? Because the secret is the system, and this system works. Andrew Finney in real estate, Heather doing homeschool, Jennifer doing DIY and sewing tips, cooking, plants. We talked about Becky Park did almost 1 million views and 9,000 subscribers her first year in Video Ranking Academy. It works in Spanish channel. Sandra did 6 million views talking Spanish in the videos and Spanish titles. So you could do this in any language, any country, because the system works. And so inside of the program, you will get access to the online course when you join today. And you can log in with our mobile app. You can log in with the desktop. You can log in on a tablet. And you can go through the videos at your own pace. The curriculum is designed to be taken at whatever pace you're comfortable with. And it has clear and easy to understand videos, checklists, and the trainings that will transform you into a YouTube expert and will help you build a YouTube channel that you're proud of. Now, you're also going to get our workbook. To be clear, the 80-page workbook is a PDF download, but a lot of our students like to print it out. Let me see if I have one. So if you go to like a local Kinko's or Office Max, you can print out the workbook. And the cool thing about this program is you've got all the checklists, you've got all the prompts. so that you can get your money plan right, reverse engineer your channel, and really go through every battle's won before it's even fought. Like really go through to get super clear. And what's cool about this is you're hitting your learning from multiple angles, the videos, the checklist, the workbook. And so that if you can follow the steps, you can have results on YouTube. You also get access to the private Facebook group. And so this is where you can get answers to your questions, industry updates, connection with other content creators, entrepreneurs, influencers. Inside of the group is where we have our never fall off accountability system. Because you might be wondering, what if I don't stick with this? Like I could see this working for other people, but what if I don't stick with it? Well, that's why we are obsessed with you winning. So we created our never fall off accountability system. These are prompts that happen every week that encourage you to post your video, post that thumbnail. And what happens is then people like in the group are awesome in a very positive way. They'll be like, oh, let's tweak that, improve that. So just imagine having a community supporting you so you don't feel alone on your YouTube journey. We do a monthly VRA show in there with our students sharing crazy tips. Like Jacqueline in this episode that I did with her was breaking down, she has a Florida gardening channel, one affiliate program she found from this website that does raised garden beds that don't rust. And she's earned over $10,000 or $15,000. She explained the whole thing. You get access to those replays as well, which are available inside of Video Ranking Academy. So you start learning that one idea, like it's one idea from another student. And that's just a bonus. Like that's just an addition to the online course. You got tips and YouTube news behind the scenes. And it's such an encouraging community. Like imagine the feeling of being surrounded by encouraging people that are pursuing their goals together. And so if you want to join, the way to get in, if you actually, there isn't really a button here in the challenge, but if you go to vrafam.com, you could see the details and you could see some of the stories of our students from all different backgrounds, niches. So what's the investment to get in? Well, a couple ways you could approach this. You could try to figure it out on your own. It's trial and error. It takes time, which time really is money, and there's opportunity cost. You know, of course, you would think, Sean, you might want to hype up what's happening with YouTube right now, but it's not my opinion. Goldman Sachs research is saying that by 2027, the creator economy is going to double. So basically everything that's happened in the last 18 years is going to double in the next 3. So really smart economists and people that are looking at the trends, looking at the platforms, and then you just look at the numbers on the platform itself. The next 3 years are going to be the best 3 years in the creator economy. So really, if you're trying to decide, is this right for me? I just have one question for you. Do you value your time? Because if you try it on your own, it's just a much longer path. Trial and error. Who can I trust? Like watching this random YouTube video, are they just trying to clickbait, or is it even a system? Is it just random information? Or do you just go on your own, or you let us do the heavy lifting? We just give you the faster track to just follow the steps in the right order so that you can maximize the next 3 years and you don't waste time with trial and error and everything else. Because what's the cost? Life, money, delay of not knowing this information as soon as possible so you can start getting results faster. Now, you could try to go to a college or university to register for like a video and digital marketing degree or something. That's going to cost you $35,000 to $55,000. That's going to be generalized and not specialized information. Chances are the professor does not have 3 silver play buttons and a gold play button. And honestly, it's just super expensive, right? Like I actually got an ad for Las Vegas College for a digital marketing associate's degree. It'd be $50,000 to go through that curriculum. And they'd make you take classes like e-commerce systems administration, which is maybe cool, but sounds kind of like a waste of time. So really, our special offer for you today is 1/50th of that price, but you're going to get the right information in the right order with no fluff. Like if you've been enjoying this information in the challenge, like we're not going to waste your time. Like you get to go through the modules, implement the steps, and you're supported by the Think Media faculty in the group. And so, and how can we also give you the special offer that we are giving you and not charge you that much? Because we're not an antiquated system with like giant 20-story college campus and grass we got to water and kind of like the old model. Because we're a team of 30 people, great reputation in business, been here 7 years. I've been doing YouTube longer than that, but like our actual company, our S Corp in Nevada, like absolutely obsessed with our net promoter score. with our reviews and with giving you a world-class program, but we're very lean. So the fact you get to access this from home is why we actually could give you such a great price. But make no mistake, this program is worth 5 times what this degree would be worth, you know? And then also currently a one-on-one personal coaching day with me is $24,000. I just share that to share 2 things. One, that's crazy, but true. I did one a couple weeks ago, a half day, 12 grand. And it's just because someone wanted my personalized attention. But you might wonder, you'd be like, what could you possibly teach for $12,000 for 4 hours? This is what I teach, you know, like it's all here. Like inside of Video Reiki Academy is what I teach. That person is just hiring me because they want my personalized coaching, which if you're interested in that, I take very minimal clients just because of time and family and everything else. But you can reach out at thinkmediasupport.com. But what's my point? You could just, if you add up VRA core modules, the workbook, the group, you can see that just Video Reiki Academy is easily valued at over $5,400. And our public price, not like some hype and then it's like lower later. Literally our public price on SeanCannell.com is $3,997. A business owner came up to me and said it was the best $4,000 they've ever spent. And when they took Video Reiki Academy, and they buy all kinds of stuff. They invest in courses and masterminds and all that stuff. And they said it was like literally the best. And it was a very encouraging, but that's our goal. Like we're obsessed with not just fluff and hype and over promising. My hope in telling you about all this is to under promise that once you get inside of Video Reiki Academy, you're going to be blown away and say, man, that was worth 10 times what I paid. But that price, we have a special price discounted. That's on our SeanCannell.com website. If the price we have for you, you can get started during the challenge for as little as $97, plus an additional 11 payments of $97. Super good price that we've put together and offer for you. And that's just our payment plan. What we've done is spread out your payments over a year's time. Now, there's also a pay in full option where you can save even more. So if you do a one pay, it's $997. You do payment plan, it's 12 payments of $97. You choose whichever one you like best. But either way, you can start taking the material immediately so you can start getting results. Because friend, it's about like, let's get into this. It is January 2024. The next 3 years are going to be the best 3 years in the creator economy. Like, get into this information, get momentum. If you decided after this challenge that like, actually, I kind of know that I don't want to do YouTube now, well, then this isn't for you. But if you're serious, if you go, I know I want to do YouTube, then this is a no-brainer. Like, there would be no better way to spend your money this year than investing in a program like this. If you're serious about YouTube, because it's going to help you go faster, the system is proven, you're going to get multiple times the value that you invest. And the next 3 years are going to be the best 3 years. This is the wave to ride. Simply Sherry said, my affiliate income grew 600% in 1 month because of VRA. Amar said in less than 10 days, VRA has already paid for itself because new students have found my content on YouTube and scheduled private training with me. Trevor said 2 weeks into the course, I've already done $2,000 in affiliate commissions. And so you could get started today at vrafam.com. But we also have some special challenge bonuses. So in addition to Video Reiki Academy, we thought long and hard about how we could make just an absolutely no-brainer offer and give you all the different aspects of YouTube content and YouTube business that you need for success. So here's what I mean. These courses are sold separately, but we're including them in this offer at no extra charge. The first one is our Camera Confidence course. So in VRA, you're learning the system, but in Camera Confidence, you're learning about how to be more confident, communicate on camera. This is co-taught by myself and Heather. And we go through practical things like clothes, makeup, background, environment, getting into the right mindset. But this will also help you develop a confident mindset to just stay motivated and crash through quitting points. This is all science-backed, researched training. And people love this course. And again, it's a $597 value. It's no extra charge. It's just included as one of the bonuses inside of this offer. You're also going to get our Niche Finder course. Now, of course, VRA is my favorite, but man, Niche Finder is like tied for second place. It's kind of like which kid is your favorite. I love them all equally, but you know, you might have your, okay. So Niche Finder, I love it because we talked about how important having that clear channel topic is and why most people stay stuck because they haven't dialed this in. So if you don't know your thing yet, your channel yet, this is good for you. If you think you may need to pivot or rebrand or reposition your channel, but this is also not just for beginners. I go through my advanced cut through the noise branding and marketing strategies inside of this. And it's such a powerful program. And we're also about speed. I understand that you start saying, Sean, how long is this going to take? You're investing in essentially an online YouTube college when you join today at vrafam.com. But you can take it at whatever pace you want. Listen to a module when you're driving, when you're commuting, when you're working, doing chores, sit down, do it an hour, or just go through it like a crazy and go through all the sessions, whatever pace you want. But there's things like the workbook, and there's things like this 101 most profitable niches download, which is just fast. Like, this is invaluable to say, I'm kind of torn between 3 niches. Well, if it was me and I wanted to figure out how to go full-time faster, I'd want to make sure that that niche was on this list. Now, you also are going to get monthly private group Q&A inside of the private Facebook group with myself or one of our Think Media certified coaches. And you're also going to get bonus number 4, our YouTube Shorts Masterclass. YouTube Shorts are getting 70 billion views a day right now, 70 billion across the platform. I know they make some people love them, some people hate them. They've disrupted YouTube, but we can't put the genie back in the bottle. Like this, there's no going backwards. YouTube Shorts are here to stay. And smart content creators are thinking through reverse engineering just their overarching channel strategy. And I want to tap into whatever is going to be most effective for reaching my YouTube goals. So this is a 90-minute recorded masterclass. And I go through like 16 different templates that are easy to create that'll start 5xing and 10xing your YouTube Shorts views, help you make them from scratch if you're new to this thing. All you need is your smartphone too to get started. So that's really cool. You're also going to get our AI for YouTube guide. This is a living document of the actually thousands of hours of research we've done now as a team at Think Media. So whether that's Caleb or Brian or Melissa or Nolan, like, AI is a big deal. It saves you time. It'll help you edit faster. It does so many different things for you, but there's also a lot of tools that are a waste of time. So just having access, and the reason I say it's a living document is we are actively, as AI continues to evolve, updating that. So you're getting the updates to that. Now, you're also going to get the recordings for the challenge. So the only way to get these is inside of vrafam.com. And, I hope you understand too, that this has been a free challenge and we got more sessions, and I'm so grateful you're here. And I hope you've been getting a lot of value and taking a lot of notes, but you may want to review this material, or you also are like, this is great because I got some stuff coming up. Let me just join today, vrafam.com. I know I'm going to have Thursday and Friday as a replay. I can revisit all of this material. I get everything inside of VRA. So to get the challenge recordings, we've included these. That'll be all 5 quick tips, all of the challenge trainings, and you get lifetime access so you can review any sessions you missed. Which brings us to number 7. And I have some specific information you need to know about this. And that is, you get lifetime access to all these programs. So as a team, we've been talking about this for a while, and we've been making a change. We needed to make a change as a company, and we know that we can't continue to offer lifetime access in the future. What do you mean, Sean? I mean, like, that eventually we have to be more like Hulu or Netflix. I wish I could get lifetime access to Netflix. You can't, right? Why? Because they keep adding new content. We keep updating VRA. We've re-recorded it 4 times. We keep adding there's 8 hours of new content in the advanced section of VRA right now. We just uploaded it. But when you join today, you get lifetime access. Well, we've been thinking about it as a team and thinking about our calendar. In April of this year, future people that join will not get that benefit. Like, for example, we're just guessing right now, it's probably going to be like, if it's $97 a month, if you did the payment plan, it'll just be $97 a month in perpetuity for as long as you want to be a part of the program. So I need to be clear, joining now, you are getting something that's truly priceless, because you're locking in for around $1,000, right? For around $997 or the payment plan. As soon as you're done with payments, no hidden fees, no extra charges, lifetime access to the future updates. Some people from VRA join this challenge and they'll watch challenges like this. They've been in VRA for 3 years. Membership's been paid off 4 years. They keep getting the benefit. They keep getting the updates. They keep getting more and more and more value. So I can't emphasize how significant it is that you get lifetime access with this offer, but I also need you to know that 2024, that this is changing. Like, it's changing our structure as a company, because we also need it to be sustainable, right? How do we sustainably support you with the Think Media faculty and everything, all the updates? Well, because we can't offer lifetime access in the future. But just to be clear, previously, any students, you're grandfathered in, and when you join today at vrafam.com, you're locking in lifetime access to future updates, to all of this curriculum. And so when you add all of this up, so you see everything you're getting, you have Video Rake Academy, the private group, Camera Confidence, Niche Finder, the Q&A sessions, the Shorts Masterclass, AI for YouTube, the challenge recordings, and lifetime access. It's got a hard value of $11,000, $11,796. But you're going to save over 90% off during this special offer, and you can get started for just $97, that first payment, or you could pay in full and save even more. And so to get access to this entire bundle, you can go to vrafam.com. But we actually have one fast acting bonus for you as well. When you join before Friday at midnight, and basically, we got together, Melissa and I, and we're like, okay, we know that in building an online business, entrepreneurship, you can't really win without taking risk, without taking action. Now I get it. You got to talk to family, spouse, pray about it. Please do all of the above. But we just want to honor those that take fast action, that know that you want to do YouTube, you want to go all in. So if you join by basically the end of the challenge, midnight on the final day of the challenge, we're also going to include our Video Success Secrets program. So this is actually, it was a 3-day event. You get all 3 days. And you're going to learn from people like Patrick Bet-David, Shalene Johnson, Alex Hermosi, Vanessa Lau, Jasmine Starr, Pat Flynn, and all these guest speakers, myself, the Think Media team. And actually the third day, when people attended this live, they paid for what was called a platinum ticket, and it was a $5,000 ticket. Like, for example, in a never before released conversation between Alex and Layla Hermosi, they broke down all this business strategy, all of this social media strategy in like a 2-hour conversation. And that's what people were paying for when they attended this event. So the third day was like high level advanced stuff. Again, all of that material is inside of what is called Video Success Secrets. No extra charge. It's the fast acting bonus that you'll get when you join today or by the deadline of just this bonus. You have a little bit of time over the weekend. Melissa will tell you the deadline if you want to join Video Rake Academy and get all the other bonuses. But this one goes away Friday night. And I think you could respect that, because it's just, that's a lot. We already would give you just as a way to honor you for saying, yes, I'm all in. I want to grab that. So that is included, but the deadline of that is Friday, January 26th, midnight. So if you're on the fence, if all you got was Video Success Secrets, it would be worth your entire investment, but you're getting so much more. You're getting Video Rake Academy, Camera Confidence, and when you join in like the next 48 hours or so, then you can also get Video Success Secrets. And so that's at vrafam.com. Steve says, I've been able to double my video viewership and increase my income in my business. Amy says, I made $50,000 off YouTube listening to Sean. This was a post in our Facebook group from Kerry Aguilar. He broke down his $10,000 a month YouTube business when he was at 5,000 subscribers. You don't need a lot of subscribers to make big money. And so this is the kind of iron sharpens iron that's happening in the group. This is Bobby Eberle. He's got a political channel, conservative news channel, got that silver play button. You're going to have the best support in the game, the Think Media support team. And I hope you're already seeing how much our team is serious about your success. And then lastly, let me just tell you about our risk-free guarantee. And we call it our 100% satisfaction Think Media risk-free guarantee. We believe in this offer so much, in this program so much, that we give you a full 30 days when you join today to test this out, try this out, dive in, look at the material. And if for any reason you're not happy, if you email us, whether it's 29 minutes from now or 29 days from now, and just say, I'm not happy, we'll refund 100% of your money. So I hope you could see, again, I definitely understand if maybe you haven't bought an online course like this before, or your palm's a little bit sweaty, you're a little bit nervous, and definitely, process with your family. But I want you to know that you have full peace of mind that we've removed all risk. And the only reason you can make an offer like this is if you believe that what you have is the real deal. If you're not just trying to like get you to buy it and then, and then peace out. We have an incredibly public brand. A good name is more valuable than riches. Like our reputation, our brand is so important to us that we want you to know that you can have total confidence to jump in, lock in video success secrets, check everything out. But if you email us in a couple of weeks and you're like, it's not quite what I thought, or I'm going to go a different direction, I just want to encourage you, dive in, because the risk is on not taking action. There's no risk to try it out. And some of this, you might have some questions about VRA, and Melissa and I will answer those. And the team, we have a couple of Zoom calls where you can meet with our team and ask questions. So you have questions, we're happy to answer those. But the only way to really know is to get inside and experience it. And we want you to know with confidence that you can do your order today and go to VRA Fam and enter in your information and lock in this pricing and these bonuses today, but have total peace of mind that if you're not happy, just email us and we'll refund your money. No harm, no foul, no stress, no weirdness. And, to me, I think about this in like best case, worst case scenario. Because best case scenario, and this is what we're fighting for, is it's 2024. This creator economy thing isn't slowing down, it's speeding up. More people than ever before are building home-based businesses, reaching people, getting their message out there. People building ministries, churches, they're finding their edge. They're tapping into these platforms. They're tapping into YouTube. And this only continues to have more money flowing in, more opportunities, more ways of earning money. So imagine being connected to a community where you have all the best information, you have access to the system. And best case scenario is over the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, you hit all your YouTube goals. You follow the system, so you reach the goals, and you got passive income coming in, you've retired your spouse, you've hit all your goals. That's best case scenario. But literally the worst case scenario is not even bad, because worst case scenario, you jump in at vrafam.com, you grab your journal, you start taking notes, you start looking through the content. If you've gotten any value out of the challenge, imagine what's inside of the program. You're taking notes and ideas are firing. You're planning your future. You're understanding YouTube. You're learning this program is really not just YouTube, it's online business. You're just getting better. You're getting smarter. But then 3 weeks later, you're better, you're smarter, you've learned a lot. Like maybe you have greater clarity, greater focus, but you also get to a place where you're like, actually, I got some good ideas, but I don't know if YouTube's going to be the thing. I'm going to do this instead. So you email us and you say, I'm not happy, and we refund 100% of your money. It's literally impossible to lose, because, and that's, the risk is on us, because we understand that people could abuse that, but we're okay with that because one of our core values is radical generosity, to just say, listen, all risk is removed and we are serious about our mission of helping you win on YouTube. So vrafam.com, if you have any questions, let me know. I know I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and hear about those. I wanted to make sure you had all the details. And so video success secrets, deadline midnight on Friday. Lifetime membership going away in April. And so this is like one of the last times to even get in and lock everything in, including updates, all for life, vrafam.com. I want to welcome Melissa back to the stream. And thanks so much for hearing about that. If you have questions, we're here to help.
This is one of the most exciting things that we get to do here, Sean, is open up, because you guys, oh my gosh, the energy in the chat right now is so exciting. Like, it gets me, I'm literally giddy. And so excited just from everybody who is saying how excited you guys are about being able to continue this journey. So I do see a ton of questions. I see a bunch of people who've joined. I want to shout you guys out and welcome you to the VRA fam. So I want to go through all of those questions. We have to announce the winner of the Sony camera. We need to go through the daily challenge. So we're going to get to a bunch of stuff right now. VIPers, just hold on for a few more minutes with us, and we'll be heading over to Zoom shortly, but I do want to cover just a few things with you guys. So first, I'm going to go through our daily challenges, because I don't want that to get lost in the sauce here. Want to make sure that we cover what your action item is for today. And so as you guys know, I'm always saying this is one of the most important things that you can do during the challenge, is making sure that you're heading into VR, or you're heading into Circle, you're heading into Circle, and you're checking out the daily challenge for today. Because this is the part where you move beyond just listening to another lesson, just sitting through another web class, just watching another YouTube video, and you actually decide that you are going to act on everything that Sean has shared with you today. We've obviously, this is the third day of really awesome strategy and actionable tips for you guys. And so this is the third daily challenge that we're going to be going through. So when you head into Circle, you're going to go to this daily challenges tab here on the side, and you'll find all 3 daily challenges still in here. So if you've missed one, don't worry, you can still catch up. The first day, we asked you to list 3 ASQ video ideas. The second day, we asked you to pick which video you were gonna do next, and what was an eye-catching title that you could use for that video. Today, we want you to actually craft the hook of that video, because Sean went through his daily tip today. Within first 10 minutes of the session, we walked you through how to craft an awesome hook for your video. And that is so critical and so important to creating a video that people are going to watch, and they're not going to just hop off within the first 10 seconds. So crafting a hook today. Bonus, if you can keep it under 30 seconds when you're practicing it out loud. It's got to be short, concise, grabby. I don't know what other word, hooky. That's what we say a lot too. There's a lot of weird words we could use to describe this, but it is supposed to grab people's attention. And so we already have over 200 people who have entered today's daily challenge. So congrats to all of you guys. I'm going to pick somebody to send a copy of YouTube Secrets to as a congrats for already entering your daily challenge today. So I'm going to go with this, this entry from Dominic. Dominic, you have just won yourself a copy of YouTube Secrets. Head to thinkmediasupport.com to claim your prize. And your hook says, do you want to make sure you don't freeze to death while traveling in your automobile going to the 5th ranked coldest city in the world? Wow, very specific. We talked yesterday about agitating a pain point. So what is somebody's pain point? That's a pain point. I do not want to freeze to death, Dominic. So great job on addressing a pain point. And then let me show you how to prepare for your journey. So I love that this is tangible and actionable. Sean, I see you're doing some kind of like exercises back there, drinking your coffee, but do you have any feedback for Dominic on his hook?
Do you want to make sure you don't freeze to death while traveling in your automobile in the 5th? I mean, I actually really like it. Let me show you how to prepare for your journey. It's pretty good. And I think one of the biggest things, Dominic and everybody else, that we really go deep into VRA is just verifying interest. The thing that comes to my mind is I've just been seeing all these like Tesla graveyards. I mean, Tesla owners crying if they're in cold weather because like the batteries stop working in cold weather or super cold weather. But thinking about the positioning, but I think it's like almost 10 out of 10. If that's like a desire, good title, good hook, and then letting people know, yeah. And there's some affiliate marketing opportunities, because I would imagine maybe it's having a blanket or having some kind of kit so you don't get into trouble should an emergency happen. And you might say, hey, you could pick this thing up. And then those are links in your description. And there's a video like that then becomes more intelligently monetizable, because when it comes to things like death, it's a good motivator. Like, do you want to not die?
Not die.
I don't want to. And I just got an ad for how to put fires out. They're like, don't use a fire extinguisher, use a fire blanket. Like, it's not going to be as messy and you can reuse it. And I was like, I need a fire blanket. And it's one of those things where it's like, so my house doesn't burn down. $45 purchase. So anyways, a couple of thoughts there. There's some very monetizable opportunities, Dominic.
Yeah, great job. And I do love what Sean was pointing out about specifically speaking to tools too, like using the word tools in your title, or maybe even making a version of this video specifically that is about the tools. If you have other tips that are going in there as well into this video, that attracts me when I'm looking at like, what is the thing that I can buy to solve my problem quickly? That is oftentimes what will get me to watch a video.
Jay got a fire blanket. Bro, I'm so jealous, man. I'm like, Sonia, we need a fire blanket. She's like, we have a fire extinguisher. I'm like, yeah, but it'll be messy, like let's. Okay.
I am always giving my family like these weird emergency kit things for Christmas. I think it's great gifts. Like I got them those icebreakers for your car, lots of fun things. So I really love that idea. Yeah, there we go. The ads are hitting us all. All right. So that is our daily challenge for today. Maybe somebody needs to be making this video. Let's be real. Some other people need to be jumping on this. It's clearly trending. Clearly the ads have found us. So someone's making that video, right, Sean?
Well, again, yeah, if you had a channel that was about like life hacks, especially if it would cooking would any kind of cooking channel. You know, it's funny you're saying this, but like now you got me all curious. So let's see, how to use a fire blanket, 328,000 views. Will a fire blanket keep you safe? 58,000 views. Top 5 fire blankets. I think this is the ad I saw. This is the exact guy. There's the ad right there. Top 5 fire blankets, which is a great list. All of those would be monetizable, and all the way down here, 11,000 views, 519. Do they work? So good, you know, different angles. So yeah, so what a niche to spin off on. Back to you, Mel.
All right. Okay, so now I'm going to announce the winner to the Sony giveaway. And then again, like I mentioned, I saw a ton of questions coming in the chat. I want to address your questions about VRA really quickly too, but we are going to announce that camera giveaway really quick because I don't want to leave you guys hanging any longer. We are about to give away this beauty right here to one person in the chat who shared a win with me. So drop your drum roll emojis in the chat right now. Drum roll
kind
emojis
of
in the
not
chat.
healthy looking banana meets my remote.
There we go. We got a remote and a banana we're drum rolling with today. The winner of this Sony camera is his unique stage name.
Unique stage name.
Congratulations, unique stage name. I don't know what your actual name is, but apparently it's going to be unique stage name. Okay. Put it in the chat right now so I can actually say your name and who you are. But your biggest win is the tools and encouragement I'm getting to start my channel. I love to hear that. I'm so excited for you to start. I've been discouraged for a long time, but now I realize not only can I start, but I can make a living from it as well. That is such a huge win. I love to hear that. So excited again for you to actually get started, and that we're overcoming discouragement. We're overcoming those things that are holding us back, that have kept us back for so long, telling us that we can't do this, or it's not going to be worth it, or we're not good enough. We're overcoming those things this week. So I'm so glad to hear that was the case for you. In order to claim your prize, you're just going to want to head to thinkmediasupport.com and let them know that you are the winner of a brand new Sony camera, that Sony ZV-E10. Again, if you're winning any prizes throughout this week, please be patient. Give our team time. We're saying basically, I think the week of February 4th or something is when we're going to start actually fulfilling these, because our team is like slammed right now with all of your guys' questions. So definitely be patient with us. We'll get them out to you as soon as we can. But it's going to be great. We're going to send you guys, we're sending a ton of stuff out to you. And with that, I actually have a whole nother winner to announce. But before I announce that last winner, we're going to give away a little bit more tech today. I do want to, again, address a few questions. So firstly, let's talk about deadlines, because a lot of you guys are asking about how long this VRA deadline is going to, how long this is going to be available to you. So we have, let me see, try and put this up. If you want to get everything that Sean mentioned, every single bonus, if you want to get the most bang for your buck, you want to get in before Friday. So before this Friday, the 26th, that's when you want to actually get into this course, because again, you're going to get the most bang for your buck. It is available all the way until the 31st to get the lifetime access and everything. But if you want to get that video success secrets course, that's what we call like a fast acting bonus, you want to get in before Friday, because after Friday that goes away. So if you're going to join before then, so that you get the most that you can. And so I would really encourage you, when it comes to figuring out the deadline, to head to vrafam.com, the link that the team is dropping in chat right now, because there's an actual countdown timer on the page, and that'll show you exactly how much time you have left like regardless of your time zone. I know there's people from all over the world. So if I'm putting up like a date and a time on the screen right now, it's only going to apply to like a very small portion of you. And the rest of you guys are going to have to like do math and calculate what that is in your time zone. So if you just go to vrafam.com, you'll see a countdown timer. It'll say exactly how much time is left. You can know for sure what the deadline is based again on your time zone and everything. So really recommend just heading right over there and you're going to see that deadline. I do want to welcome Rebecca Coleman of Rebecca Holman Consulting. Welcome to VRA. Congratulations. So excited to have you as part of the fam. If you've joined as well, let me know so I can welcome you. We have Foxy Moon Butterfly is in. So excited. That's such a fun name. We have Jeanette Bizette is already in. Yes, I'm so excited for you, Jeanette. I love this from Behold and Result. Just take my money already. I love it. We have so much that we're giving you. And I think I saw this one. You're like, it's enough. There's so much involved in this bundle. It's enough. Just take my money already. Yo Price says, I just joined and done and excited to do this. Yes, so excited for you as well. Yo Price. We have Bella Felice, congratulations and welcome to the VRA fam. Dark Horse Adventures. I can't wait for you to start either. It's going to be so good. Okay, and now let me get to a couple questions. Actually, Money Tycoon is saying, big shout out to the team. This just revealed that you have a real product. Simple as that. Yes, Money Tycoon. I actually love this comment because it's so true. There are so many people out there who are presenting themselves as like YouTube experts or YouTube teachers, and they really just don't have the background to back it up. They don't have what we have in terms of the channels, the experience, the years, but also the thousands of students that we have in our Think Media community who have taken this course, who have been in VRA. We have people who've been in VRA since 2018. And so we have the track record to show that we're legit, that we're a legit business, we're a legit company. We are a company of over 30 people now. That's 30 employees who are all dedicated. Literally, like VRA is our main product. It's the main thing we do. And we have an entire team of people dedicated to making it happen and making it happen the best possible for you guys. So of all the different YouTube experts out there, I want to say we have the most solid track record to just, again, say that we are legitimate people to be investing your time and your money with. Again, thousands of people. We've had over 15,000 people take VRA. That's wild. We have so many people inside of our community, and the feedback that we get is just, it's overwhelmingly, if not almost, it's entirely positive. And so you can go to vrafam.com and see just countless stories, testimonials, screenshots of what people say about VRA. And you can even see it in the chat right now. There's a bunch of people who are in VRA and talking about how legit it is. So I love you guys, love our VRA fam. And thanks for pointing that out. I do feel legit. Every year I feel more legit as a company and as about VRA. So Jenny, speaking of which, I understand again that there are people out there who aren't as legit. So go to the link that we are posting, only the people with a little wrench in front of their name that we're posting in there right now, and make sure that the link is courses.seancannell.com. That is our main website. If somebody is sending you somewhere else besides that, don't go. Don't pay for it. But we have verification, we have security, we have everything on our site to make sure that it is legit and safe for you. So I hope that you are able to join. We have Charles Moore just signed up. Congratulations. Welcome, Charles. Yard saying, I'm on lesson 4. It's so awesome so far. Love that. Okay, saw this question a couple times. Gaba asking if it's good for a brand new channel. Yes, it is perfect for you. If you haven't started yet, VRA is going to help you start right. It's going to, you're going to take Niche Finder first, most likely, if you haven't started your channel, you're going to get super clear on the right niche for you, the right channel topic. You're going to start ahead of most people when you start with Video Ranking Academy. So it's really, really great for brand new channels. It's also great for people who are already well into their journey. VRA, as Sean mentioned, that there's VRA masters within here, but VRA really, really does grow with you. So at any point in your journey, we've had people join when they've already had 100,000 subscribers. They've joined to get them over a hump, to get them over that next level. And it has helped them because, again, VRA will take you through every stage of your YouTube journey from very beginner all the way to the most advanced. And that's because we do have an entire section of our course that's literally dedicated to just more advanced content. And so when you join today, you get lifetime access. And again, you can revisit it year after year as your channel grows and still find content that's going to be helpful for you. So it's good for beginners and it's good for people who are well along in their journey. Is it good for vloggers? Yes. And I always say this, I actually think VRA is even more necessary if you're in an entertainment niche, if you're a vlogger, if you're somebody who wants to do gaming, those kinds of things, because those are often even harder niches to break out in. And you, like, even more so need that strategy and need the advanced tips that are inside VRA in order to help you break out. So it is going to be good for vloggers. We have vloggers, gamers, entertainment, faceless channel. We have all those different people inside of VRA. And so you'll find other people like you as well. Actually, we have somebody who's just on our VRA show, might be coming on tomorrow, who does vlogging, family vlogging. So we've got you covered. Thank you for giving us until Friday. Yes, so I love that you're like at a retreat right now. Thanks for joining us. And we definitely want to give you guys time to be able to make the best choice for you. Where will the link be posted? So if you're in Circle, we're also sending out an email. It might already be in your email inbox about VRA. And so you'll be able to check both of those places to make sure, again, you're getting like a legit link and everything to it. Or you can just keep VRA fam. Go to the site right now. Keep it pulled up in your browser. That's what I would recommend. Okay, so if you join monthly, yes, you can switch to annual after that, Jenny. You'll just contact our team at thinkmediasupport.com and they will be able to help you with that. They have to do that manually for you. Awaken Ability says, so want to join. You helped me already to wake up. Love it. Okay, coaching sessions happen at different times. We do try our best to accommodate different time zones and everything, but we do operate primarily on a Pacific Standard Time. But again, they do happen different times and different days. Is it good for a beauty niche? Absolutely, Z. Would highly recommend joining. If you're in that beauty niche, we can help you figure out what makes you different, what makes you unique and stand out among other beauty influencers. Oh my, yeah, it does. It is wonderful. I'm really glad that that's how it sounds to you. Can't wait to start. Oh, Dark Horse, got you. Okay, I've been a member for 18 months. Great value. Thank you for sharing that. Life in the Spectrum. Yeah, that lifetime offer. So truly, this lifetime offer is going away. It is crazy that we are switching to that recurring model. We've been needing to do it for about 2 years and we've been putting it off. So this is finally the time. So I'm like, congrats to everybody who is locking that in. Yes, lifetime access. Thanks, Coach Donna. I do think it's an amazing offer. We've worked really hard to put this together in a way that'll be, we hope, really beneficial to everybody. Giftly, if you have questions about this offer, I know that we need to wrap up for today. We need to jump into VIP. But right now, I'm going to give you some options. So everyone, if you have questions, here's your options. Firstly, we have what we are calling office hours happening right now. So our team is over in Zoom and we can literally talk to you face to face in a Zoom room and answer your questions about VRA. So that office hours is specifically for VRA questions. So that's not YouTube coaching or anything like that, but specifically if you have questions about this course. So I think our team can drop the link to that in the chat right now, to that Zoom room. It's also in Circle. So that's happening right now for you. You can head over into that Zoom room. Secondly, you can go to vrafam.com. There's a ton of information on that page. We also have a chat window on that page where you can chat with our team. If you're like me and you're not wanting to like get on the phone or talk to somebody in a Zoom room, I'm a chat person myself. If a company doesn't have a chat, I'm probably not asking my questions. So we've got a chat window open for you. You can talk to our team over there as well. Again, that's available at vrafam.com. And thirdly, you can always go to ThinkMedia Support, or yes, thinkmediasupport.com, and ask our team your questions there as well. So if you have a question about VRA, I tried to get to as many of them as I could right now, but I do know we need to move into our VIP room and everything. So those would be the places I would send you guys to get your questions answered. I wanted to give this one more thing for everybody that's currently here. I'm going to go rogue and offer you something that we didn't have in our bundle at all. So hope this is okay. I hope there's no problems with me doing this. I'm doing it. We're committing. We actually have an entire playbook, is what we're calling them, that we're developing for Christian content creators, where it helps address your specific questions for growing a YouTube channel as a Christian creator, as a faith-based channel. That's something that obviously is like important to us. We made that content specifically. So if you are somebody who identifies as like a faith-based creator, we have an entire playbook for you. We weren't going to give it away in this, but we're going to give it to you. So if you are, again, a Christian faith-based content creator, maybe you have a channel for your church, or you know a church that needs some help with their YouTube channel, direct them to YouTube or direct them to VRA, and we will add this to your bundle. I'm probably going to blow up our Think Media Support right now, but contact thinkmediasupport.com. If you join VRA, again, during this special bundle, we'll give you that playbook for free as part of it. Again, I'm sorry to the team. They might be mad at me, but we're just going rogue and adding that in there because we get to do that. So again, if you are interested in that as an extra bonus, then maybe we'll just add it for everybody, but also contact your team at thinkmediasupport.com to make sure that you get that. And of course, you need to sign up for VRA in order to get that, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense. It's like based on VRA principles. So you will need to sign up in order to do that. Hustle and Faith, awesome. So glad to hear that, that it is worth it for you. And oh, this was the last question I wanted to address, because I find it a little bit funny, because if you haven't noticed, especially by the beginning of this stream, that we are very familiar with ADHD activities, ADHD behavior, because our company is run by Sean Cannell. So we definitely have crafted Video Ranking Academy to accommodate people of different learning styles. And we actually, it's based off of adult learning theory, which is kind of a general concept, but adult learning theory, we've broken everything up into like bite-sized pieces, short videos, so that you can go through all the content again, like piece by piece. And hopefully we give you just enough that you can focus on, stay focused on, take that information, go act on it, get 1% better on your videos, and come back and watch another video lesson. So 100% it's accommodating to somebody who has ADHD. Once again, it's literally being taught by somebody who I personally think has ADHD. Sean might take issue with that, but he's not here to fight me at the moment on screen. So I get to say that, but that is, well, I think in the Zoom office hours, we're going to show inside the course, maybe not today, but one of the days. And so if you want a sneak peek inside of VRA and to see how it's all outlined and everything, then make sure you head over to those Zoom office hours. Okay, it's top of the hour. I'm officially going to close things off for today. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Head to vrafam.com in order to check out all the deadlines and everything that are involved in this offer. And oh, some exciting thing. Okay, again, one more thing. I got to announce a winner of our secret codes entry. The winner is Kelly Chasen. Kelly Chasen, you are a winner of an Elgato panel light. So Kelly Chasen. And then if you're watching this right now, Kelly Chasen, head over to thinkmediasupport.com, claim your prize. And there's a secret code on, where is it? There's a secret code at vrafam.com. I don't know if you're still watching. I'm just letting you know right now. It says code very clearly on the page. If there's any other bolded and capitalized words on that page, they aren't codes. That's just like the way our webpage is designed. But there's a very specifically identified code on the page. And if you find it, you go enter it at winthistech.com. So that's just a special code for anybody who wants to get more entries to win a studio, including a brand new Sony camera. Okay, now I'm officially signing off for today. VIPers, we'll see you over in Zoom. We're going to open that up right now. Everybody else, you can head over to the Zoom office hours, and we'll see you on our session tomorrow, same time as today. Another amazing session, actually helping you figure out how to make this all happen in the midst of a busy life, busy work schedules. How can we do this? We're going to talk about our 5-hour YouTube work week. That's all going to happen tomorrow. And we hope we see you on there for more giveaways and awesome content. We'll see you all soon.